Stop it. Get some help.
We're live. Yeah, well, I don't know why. I wanted it to flow, and it didn't. But I dropped my phone. Whatever. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Earle Sports Bets Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I'm joined here with Terry Edelman, and we've got a pretty big slate for both sides. I think we got eight NBA games and a couple of NHL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 NHL. So 16 games to go over for today. But before we jump into today's slate, we'll go ahead and look at yesterday, what went right, what went wrong. I'll let Terry go first so that I can go share everything over to the Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff so that people know we're live.
All right. Yesterday was an absolutely great day for me. It's been one of those days I've been waiting for. 12-9, which doesn't sound really great, but a lot of my losses were small quarter unit bets. Up 6.41 units yesterday. It was just an amazing day. A huge Rangers power play goal, which really, really helped me out. And then obviously my 3 bets on the Wild, which were obviously my biggest bets. Most of my bets were half unit and quarter units. And then I had a 2.5 unit on Wild team total Wild race to 4, and 1 unit on Wild race to 5, which was plus 155, and then a half unit on the first period. So cashing those 3 really helped out. Also, I did do a parlay half unit on a 3-team money line, plus 240. So that was 1.2 units right there from that parlay. So it was an excellent day. One of the days I've been waiting for lately, and I'm going a little bit smaller than I usually would on a big card like this, but just trying to keep things going and not force plays.
That's fine. Hey, I don't mind that. Yesterday, if your name was college basketball, you were good. NHL and NBA up on the site didn't go as well. College basketball 6-5, another winning day, including our best bet, which was the over in that Maine and New Hampshire game. If you want our best bet, that's over on earlesportsbets.com. $25 for our best college basketball play of the day, which I believe we're 2-0 in those since we've started doing best bets. So that's kind of nice. Our free play, and one thing I love more than like hitting my best bet or whatever, when I put out a free pick video and that one hits, or like that, we put out a free pick video, it gets viewed a couple hundred times, and then that one hits. And that was the Kennesaw and Jackson State game, or Jacksonville game yesterday, over the 126. Easy casher there. Jackson State and Florida A&M over, cashed a little bit closer than I wanted it to be, because that was pretty favored to go over by a lot, and I think it went over by like 2 points. Eastern Washington and Idaho State over, easy there. UNCW and Northeastern over, and then Southern minus 18.5 versus Mississippi Valley State. Our 5 losers were the under in that Mississippi Valley State game as well. That game finished 100-77, wasn't even close to going under. The over in the Louisville game looked well for most of the game, and then scoring died, as it normally does. San Diego and Western Illinois was looking good for the over 151 pretty much the entire game, and then scoring died. At halftime, that Kansas game was looking good, and then a big second half, and even if there was a smaller second half, it ended up going into double overtime. The under was nowhere near cashing. And then the under in the Howard game missed by like 5 points. So 6-5 day there. NBA, I can't hit an NBA game for my life right now. I'm 0-7 in my last 2 days in the NBA. Yesterday, Cleveland minus 5.5 and Phoenix minus 9. Both of them did not work out. And then the NHL, Nick hit VGK, but lost on the Lakers, not the Lakers, I see the Kings, and the Chicago Blackhawks plus 1.5. Overall, our record yesterday was 7-9, so not horrible, but looking for a bounce back day today. We'll go say hi to the chat, and then we'll run through some games for the day. Lex Steele is already coming in with the suppness. He's saying college basketball killed him yesterday. That's not good. All right, he's already got his slate of games. Sixers minus 8.5. I don't believe I touched that game. Under 211 in that Warriors game. That's fine. Hurricanes puck line. I did not look at the hockey slate, so I honestly don't remember. Don't remember what they're who
I like that
they're
next
playing.
pick.
Flyers team total under. I know they're on a second leg of a back-to-back playing against the Islanders. The under in Alabama, we're on the over. MSU +7, Duke -6.5, -9.5, and then the under in Wright State. I don't mind those. The only one that I'm not on is the under in the Alabama game. Morning, guys. Hope you had a good day. Yesterday killed me with Rangers, Eastern Washington, Norfolk, and Towson. Only loss was Virginia Tech. How did last night kill you? Oh, he killed last night. Yeah. He killed last night. Sorry. Normally, I'm reading those and people are like, oh, that killed me last night. And I read off 4 winners. I'm like, what? Only lost with Virginia Tech. I got you. Good morning, Tiffany. Hi, Rat. How you doing? Good morning, guys. Long time. Well, welcome back to the show, Chanel. Welcome. Sup, fellas. I told Nick to fade the Flyers at home. LOL. I got lucky with that Bulls money line. I honestly didn't bet the Bulls game and the Flyers game. Nick was not up on the site, so I couldn't care less about that game. That's the only games that I really care about for hockey are the ones that Nick put up on the site. Which ones did he put up today?
Please tell me he didn't put Montreal up yesterday.
He did not. The only games he had up yesterday was the Kings, Blackhawks, and Vegas. So he went 1 and 2. But he put up Buffalo money line, over in Islanders, Winnipeg, over in Carolina, and over in Pittsburgh.
Over in Islanders?
No. Oh, yeah, he did. Over 5.5 in Islanders. I guess he likes pain. Y'all didn't take EWU. Eastern Washington, we took the over. We took the over last night in that game, so we cashed it. We didn't see enough value on the actual line. I know hindsight, they won by 50 points, so it kind of makes sense now, but over under on these games, if you don't mind. Duke, Villanova, and UConn. I will say none of those are in our best bets of the day, so that's good. Villanova, lean over. Duke, we have it lined at a 141.5, so I don't know what you have it at. So, and then UConn, UConn. We have it at 147. So do with those numbers as you wish. Good morning, bros. Good luck today. Yes, good luck today. Alabama line moved to 158. That's positive line movement for my under. Good luck, dude. Took Montreal Blackhawks money line after Ole Miss W. Shake my head. Rip. It happens. Yes, over in Isles, I looked over my numbers one more and saw that over was the play, especially with Martin Jones most likely in net. That's fair. We'll go into that one in a little bit. Duke should win by 20, but had to tease it from 9.5 to 12. That's fair. I got you. No problem, Tiffany. All right. We should head into some NBA. We got a decent sized slate for both of us to talk about. So I'm going to go and try to run through these games. I'll go through 3 and then say hi to the chat again, then 3 and then say hi to the chat again, and then the last 2. So I could just start running through these games and we can get to some hockey because I know that's what Terry's here for. And Terry doesn't bet NBA or he doesn't have it. He doesn't have any NBA bet today. So
come to me at the end once you're finished all the NBA, and then if I have any, I may definitely tail you on some plays depending on how it sounds. And I'm gonna do some capping while you go through, so I may have picks at the end.
That's fair. Well, we'll go ahead and start off in this Clippers-Wizards game. Wizards are a 4-point home favorite, total of 219.5, and I am not interested in this game. Clippers are still one of those teams that I cannot get a beat on right now with all their injuries and with their player, because sometimes Reggie Jackson could shoot lights out and score 25, 30 points in a game, and then other nights you don't even realize that he's on the court. So, and then Luke Kennard is the same way. It's like with this Clippers team, it's just a little bit confusing. And this Washington team has been awful lately. I know they've won. They're 4-6 their last 10, which is not terrible, but 1-9 against the spread. that stuff is leaning me towards the Clippers, but not enough for me to want to really get to this game. I'm not really good with the Wizards at all this year either. They've been a team that I've kind of struggled with. Wizards are also 19-27 against the spread this year, which I believe is bottom 5. So they're having a little bit of a rough year against the spread. I'm going to be passing on this game. It would be a lean towards the Clippers on the road, but not enough for me to want to get to it. Now, with this next game, I'm going to do something that Terry will never do and bet against one of my teams. We get the Denver Nuggets on the road against the Detroit Pistons. Nuggets are 7-point home favorites, total of 217. And I'm betting against the Nuggets. So I did a free pick video on this game on Picks and Parleys last night. And essentially I explained, we just saw these two teams play. And it was in Denver, and it was only a 6-point game. Denver is a far superior home team than road team, and their splits are pretty. They're not dramatic, but they're pretty on there, where they're a lot better in Ball Arena than they are on the road. And I'm grabbing Detroit plus the 7 points. I think they keep this game close. I think this one could be a 1-possession game. Now this could be one of the games where I can go Nikola Jokic triple-double. Honestly, you could probably bet that almost every single game and have a live chance at that. I don't see this one being a blowout. I do see Denver winning this game, but I don't see them covering a 7-point spread. I believe with 7-point or higher spreads, Denver Nuggets are one of the worst teams in the NBA. They were 11.5-point favorites against Detroit last time they played. They were 9.5-point favorites against the Clippers. Last time they covered a big spread like this was when they were against the Portland Trailblazers, which were without 4 out of their 5 starters. They couldn't cover a 7-point spread versus OKC. They did cover a 7.5 spread versus Sacramento, but Sacramento is awful. And they covered an 8-point spread against Houston, and Houston's awful. But this is a team that they haven't covered a 7-point spread in 3 out of the last 4 games that they've had it. So this is a spot where I'm going to be on Detroit, and Detroit Lenny tried to talk me off of this play. And I said, no, I'm on Detroit Pistons plus 7 for this game against the Nuggets. I think this game stays close. We'll go to this game, and then I'll go back to the chat. Hornets and the Raptors. Raptors are 3.5-point home favorites, total of 223. Hornets are one of the teams that I've been betting on a lot this year. And they're one of the more successful teams against the spread. I believe they're top 5, if not even top 3. 29-18 this year against the spread. That is really, really good. I think they're one of the 4 teams that are hitting over 60% against the spread, along with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Memphis Grizzlies, and Oklahoma City Thunder. It would be a lean towards Charlotte, but I'm going to go over the total in this game. Charlotte has the second best offense in the league, only behind the Utah Jazz, and Charlotte has a bottom 3 defense. That results in a back and forth, high-paced, high-scoring game. So therefore, I'm going to go over the 223. Actually, I think I got it at 222 between the Charlotte Hornets and the Toronto Raptors. We'll go say hi back over to the chat again. Tuukka Rask must die. That's kind of okay. Clippers plus 5. Okay, that's fair. I would lean that way. Good morning, Jarnell. Do you think it would be a good idea to trade for the Chicago Bulls to pick up Jeremiah Grant? Seems like they are trying to, but don't want to give up Patrick Williams. Careful, because Jeremiah Grant's out for a while this year. So if you get him, he's not going to be back for a long time. So I don't know if I would necessarily want that right now if I was the Chicago Bulls. Under 217 between the Nuggets game, that's fine. Nuggets suffering for winning. Last time, Pistons plus 7. Pistons spread, plus 7 spreads. Yeah, I feel like that's a good spot for the Pistons. And I'm not sprinkling money line because I do not think they win, but I think they cover. Charlotte, yes, I would be down to bet Charlotte. If you had to make one play tonight, what would it be? In the NBA, probably Detroit. Hornets suck. Raptors minus 3.5. Hornets are one of the best teams against the spread. So I don't know where you're getting the statistics from. They are, what are they? 29-18. They're currently fourth place against the spread, hitting at 61.7%. If you bet them every single game, you're hitting at a professional rate. I don't know about you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All I wanted the over, but Raptors are playing have been playing 2 games under 2. We're not even on the Raptors game yet. Under 215. Rockets game. Sixers, that's fair. Lakers, I wouldn't mind it. I do like that Charlotte Raptors over. Me too. Mavs over 209. Raptors, not Rockets. I got you. Yeah, I didn't touch it. I didn't. Oh no, I did touch a total. I like the over. Just because I think it's going to be a higher back and forth game. NBA tonight. Love the Lakers minus 2.5. Spurs minus 3.5. That's fine. We'll go ahead. Keep rolling. Go through the next 3 games, and then we'll go back to the chat after that. Terry, do you have any comments for any NBA games left, or am I coming back to you at the end?
I have 4 picks for NBA tonight, but you can come to me at the end, and I'll rapid fire them.
All right. Now you guys get some NBA picks from Terry. That's special. Pelicans are at the 76ers. Sixers 8-point home favorites. Total is 216. It would be a lean towards the Philadelphia. Am I getting to this game? No. Pelicans are on a second leg of a back-to-back. 76ers have been really good against the spread. Last 10 games, 7-3 against the spread. I'm just not laying 8 points on them. I don't feel confident enough to lay 8 points on the Philadelphia 76ers right now, even against a New Orleans team that is beat up. So that is not a spot I'm really interested in getting to. It would be a lean towards Philly, maybe even a lean towards the under, but no play in that game. The Kings go up against the Celtics for our next one. Celtics 8.5-point home favorites, total of 221. This is another game I grabbed the over with. I got it at 220.5. And my main argument for this one is the Kings do not believe in defense. If we go look at the defensive stats, Kings are worse than the Hornets. They're allowing 114.5 points a game, and their offense has not been terrible either. Their offense scores pretty well. I've got to pull up that. Kings, okay, they got the 10th best offense. They're scoring 110.5 points a game. This is going to be a back and forth, up-tempo game, and Boston, I feel like, can shoot the ball really well right now. I feel like this is a good spot where this game goes into the 230s, maybe even the 240s. I could see a high-scoring game. Kings, really high-scoring team, high-scoring games. Going to go over. I got it at 220.5. One more game, and then we'll go back to the chat. Spurs and the Rockets. Spurs are now 5-point road favorites, total of 233.5 or 235.5. 235. Cannot speak. Spurs minus 5 on the road. It'd be a lean towards the Rockets in this game. Just because I don't trust the Spurs right now. 2-8 in their last 10, 3-7 against the spread, and we're expecting them to cover a 5-point spread. Spurs, they're a team that I think I can bet them when they're dogs. When they're favorites, I want nothing to do with them. And this is another game where I could look to see an over. The Spurs have been a high-paced team, and they've been a high-scoring team. And the Rockets don't believe in defense. They're bottom 5. Actually, Rockets are dead last in defense in the NBA. They're the only team worse than the Kings and the Hornets, as we mentioned earlier. This is a spot where an over would probably be the only play for me, and a lean towards the Rockets. But ultimately, I got to nothing in that game. We'll come back to the last 2 games in just put the plays. That's a good point, Nick. Maybe I should show the plays. I appreciate you doing that. Jokic triple-double at plus 240. I'm betting that. I'm doing that right now.
Why does it say beside Nick's name? Nick.
Oh no, it's sorry. That's not what I meant to. He sent it to me. He meant Nick, Sabres money line. That's what he sent to me. I copied it and pasted it.
Because he doesn't really want to bet it, but he is.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, Nikola Jokic. If that's actually a plus 240, I'm grabbing that right now. And I'm actually curious. Hold on, let's see. Denver. Special. It should be under special or recorded triple double. Plus 200 from Nikola Jokic. All right. I'm
Quick
putting
question
money
for
on
people
that.
that don't really know a lot about basketball. What does a triple double mean?
A triple double means he has double digits in at least 3 of the 5 categories, including points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks.
Oh, okay. And how often does that happen usually?
Nikola Jokic has done it 10 times this year.
Oh, wow.
That's the best in the league. He's got to be the MVP right now for sure. Nothing tells me that he shouldn't be the MVP. Over. Cool. Yeah, I just did. My bad. Owls are back-to-back and traveling. I expect 76ers to win by double digits. The Pelicans. Rockets money line. I don't mind that. I really don't. Put up a poll? No. Nick, put up a poll. My guys. What's up? DeJounte Murray triple-double. No. How often does I don't really see DeJounte Murray getting triple-doubles, though. I could be wrong. I don't really pay attention to the Spurs because they're not a good team. We'll go ahead and jump into the last 2 games of the day, though, and this is going to be me and Nick's disagreed game of the day. Mavericks are at the Warriors. Warriors are 3-point favorites, total of 211, and I'm on the Mavs plus 3.5. I got it at. So my line was a little bit better than Nick's. The Golden State Warriors are going to be without Draymond and could be without Klay Thompson tonight. Against a Dallas Mavericks team that's actually been playing pretty good basketball right now. 8-2 their last 10, 6-4 against the spread. And the Warriors are probably on one of their worst stints of the year. They were once number 1 in the West, and now I believe they're back on the Suns at least 3.5, 4 games, something in that range. They're 3-6-1 their last 10. They've been really starting to struggle to cover games and even win games, including, I believe, 2 pretty bad losses the last couple of days to Indiana, and then they barely beat Houston. And then they pushed against the Utah Jazz the other night. This Warriors team is struggling at the moment. Normally, I don't mind them. Normally, I will bet the Warriors. I'll bet with them. That's fine. They were one of the best teams against the spread, and they've sunk down. I believe they're now 7th or 8th against the spread this year in the NBA. So they've kind of gone down to earth. And the Dallas Mavericks have been playing really well as of late. So I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Mavs. It would also be a lean towards the under. The Mavericks have gone under in 9 out of their last 10 games. Only game that didn't go under was against Houston, who doesn't play defense. This is a Maverick spot for me. I got him at plus 3.5. I would even grab him plus 3. That's all right for me. And then the last game of the night, Timberwolves are at the Blazers. Timberwolves 3-point favorites, total of 229.5. I would be a lean towards the Blazers. I would only be a lean. I would only have bet this game if it was up at 5.5 for the spread. This Blazers team has been covering spreads a bunch since Damian Lillard has gone. They've covered spreads in 4 out of their last 5 games and 6 out of their last 8. This is a team that has been doing a lot of work, has been playing really well, and the books have been undermining them. Not tonight. It's only a 3-point spread. Could they win this game straight up? 100%. I'm not betting this game, though. They're still one of the worst teams against the spread this year. They've kind of climbed their way out of the basement that they were, because I remember at one point they were dead last. Now they're sitting out of the bottom 5. So that's good for them. They kind of worked their way up a little bit, but this is not a game that I got interested in. So my 5 plays are all on the scroller now, and those are all the games for the NBA. Terry, we've been all waiting. You said you had 4 plays. Let's hear them.
Yeah, so just before I quickly get to that, I do bet NBA. I am 72-55-1 on the NBA since December 1st, up 3.37 units. So not a huge unit profit because I usually do smaller bets on NBA. Like I don't do the big bets. like I do in hockey. The plays I am on, Charlotte plus 3.5, minus 110. I really like the Charlotte team. They've definitely made me money. I'm also tailing you on the over, which is now 222.5 at minus 110. And I have a play in your disagreement of the day with Nick. I am siding with Tim. Dallas plus 3. The Mavericks, even when they had a ton of injuries, they've still been finding ways to win. Now they're a lot more healthy, and they've already defeated Golden State once this year. I think they're able to. I would take the Dallas money line as well, but just going to take the plus 3 to be safe. And the final game, Minnesota money line minus 145. I'm not taking the minus 3. As you said, Portland has been covering spreads. And they have been winning as well, but the Timberwolves have been this feisty team, and they've defeated Portland already this year. I think they get another one and get the win tonight.
Yeah, I will say Minnesota has been one of the teams that a lot of people have been really high on them, and I haven't really seen it. They're an average team. They're equal 500 this year. One game over 500 against the spread. They've been playing a little bit better, but this is just
they're not horrible like they've been for the last 10 years where they
no they're not or they were dead last in the league
or something like.
They're kind of in limbo. I feel like this would be similar to maybe like a Red Wings type deal in hockey where they could be good, they could possibly make the playoffs, but at the same time they could suck. So that's fine. We'll head to your domain though. We get to head over to an 8-game hockey slate. We'll go ahead and start off with your favorite team, the Buffalo Sabres. All right, heading to Ottawa, take on the Senators. Senators around a 175. Home favorite, total of 6.5. We just saw these guys play. And I want to say, Buffalo Sabres for the cup. What are you thinking?
It's actually very interesting here. So in Buffalo's last 6 games and Ottawa's last 6 games, they have the exact same stats. So they're both 3-2-1. 2 of their 6 have gone over. 4 of their 6 have gone under, and both have gone to overtime once out of the 6 games. So they have completely identical stats in their last 6 games. I would not talk anybody off the draw, but I don't think Ottawa should be minus 175 favorites here. I would have them more at like minus 130, minus 120, not minus 175. They're not good enough, in my opinion, to be favored by that much. So Buffalo plus 155. The plus 1.5. If that actually got under minus 150, like if it got to like minus 145 or something, then I would probably take that too. But Buffalo plus 55 on the money line. I'm not sure the exact unit size. One thing that kind of I'm looking at here, Ottawa is 4-1 in their last 5 at home versus Buffalo. So that's previous history. And also the games have trended under as well. So I would definitely not talk anybody off the under 6.5 because it's 6.5 and these teams are trending under. And they went under in the past. So I may actually add that under 6.5. I'll just have to see goalie confirmations and then make a determination. But
I'm it's actually a 6. Nick mentioned the total is 6, so I checked on the thing. It just ticked down to a 6, and I can tell because it's a minus 127 for over 6.
Oh, at my book, it's over 6.5 is minus 105.
So Terry's is still 6.5, Nick. So suck it.
The under 6.5 is minus 115. So I'm looking at that right now, and I'm very, very, very tempted. So
sounds good. I realized Sabres for the cup. I got Sabres money line, and I'm going with my two plays, Skinner point and Tuck point. I don't mess with goals or assists or anything like that. I just take points. So I believe Tuck was even money. Tuck was minus 110. Skinner was even money or something in that nature.
For a point?
I don't remember. For a point.
That's really good. That's really good.
So there you go. What's up, guys? Hit the like button. Always doing an amazing show. Appreciate it, Eddie. Is 211 too low for Mavericks and Warriors? No, I don't think so. They're going to play 2 defensive games, and they're not going to be able to score as much. Warriors dealing with a couple of injuries still. Mavs aren't a high-paced team in general. No, I don't think it's too low. Draw. Blazers money line. Golden State Mavs have played games that have not even reached 205. Yeah, exactly. There are 2 low-scoring teams. Craig said the Blazers are trying to play much slower and not to get into shootouts with teams since Lillard is out. Any opinions? They're still going to play the way that they play. They could try to play slower, but at the end of the day, if shooting threes and playing high pace is the way that this team wants to play, and they're going to win games that way, that's how they're going to play. So they could try all they want, but even without Lillard, I still think this team plays pretty fast. Draw. He likes to draw in the Sabres game. I don't mind that.
I could see it for sure.
Total 6. Ugg, Sabres, money line. See, that's why I put Ugg in his thing. That's how he sent it to me directly.
He doesn't want to bet it, but he's betting it.
Yeah, in his thing. He types in the thing. He goes, NHL 125-22. Ugg, Sabres plus 160. That's exactly how he typed it to me. Sabres rule. Yes, Sabres for the cup. Curbs points. Who's Curbs?
Peyton Krebs. He's a very good rookie. He's one of Buffalo's good rookies. They got him and Tuck for Eichel. So he was involved in the Eichel trade, and he looks pretty good so far. So
there you go. I will say I don't really know the players. I just like rooting for the team.
You will soon.
I will soon. Trust me. I'll know the players. But I don't know every single player on any team. So, but we'll keep on rolling. What we got? Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes around a minus 185. Total of 6. Where are you rolling in this one?
This one's a little interesting. So, well, a lot of the games are interesting, but Carolina minus 200. Vegas plus 170. Vegas did play last night. They're coming off the shutout. Part of me wants to take Carolina, and I can definitely see Carolina winning here. But plus 170 for Vegas, I'm unsure with this. Vegas has won 2 out of the 3 games they played in Carolina. They've been trending over, so the total is what, 6? Yeah. So 2 went over 6, 1 landed on 6. Vegas 12-5 on the road. Carolina 13-4-1. Both teams are trending over right now, except for Vegas last night. Obviously, got that 1-0 shutout win. I would expect goals just because they did win 1-0 last night. I would definitely expect goals in this game. So I lean with the over 6. But my play in this game is Carolina race to 4. Let me see here. Sorry. Carolina race to 3. Sorry, which is minus 120, I believe.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
if you send it to me, it's in the scroller.
Yeah. Carolina. Let's see here. Carolina
race to 3. Goals
yeah, minus 135. So Carolina is more than capable of scoring 4 goals. And I just need them to get to 3 goals first. So I like that for sure. Vegas played last night. I'd expect them to come out here and score maybe a goal or 2. But I see Carolina getting to 3 first. So that's the best way for this game, in my opinion.
Best way to bet it and not have a crap ton of juice. No, I got you. We'll go ahead, head back to the chat. Lex is liking the Canes puck line at plus 145. That's not terrible. Nick is on the over 6 and Canes team total over. Knights is a hospital. Canes money line. Vegas beat a mediocre Caps team in a tough game. Canes rested. Canes win 4-1. Well, if they can get to 5 to at least push, that would be the ideal mark. But
I don't know if Washington's mediocre. They're not playing very well.
Yeah.
Right now. not playing very well right now, but I know Nick doesn't think they're mediocre because
Nick has a cup ticket for him.
Yeah, and he thinks they're going to finish above the Rangers in the standings, so they can't be that bad. But
yeah, there you go. We'll keep on rolling. And the Dallas Stars are in New Jersey to take on the Devils. Stars around a 145 road favorite, total of 5.5. We all know the narrative of Dallas terrible on the road. Are we fading them on the road today?
Well, that narrative's changing because they've won 3 straight road games. They've won 3 on the road. However, if you look at the teams they're facing, they're not very good.
Hold up. I know they beat Buffalo. That's a really good team.
Yeah, they beat Buffalo, Philly, and I think
Detroit.
Was it Detroit? Yeah.
Detroit. And Detroit was in overtime.
Yeah, so basically, Stars are finding ways to win on the road now, which is something they need to do. They have a very good power play on the road. I did some props on them yesterday. However, the Zebras decided to put their whistles in their pocket and not call a penalty at all. So unfortunately, when you're on power play points and the Zebras put their whistles away, it kind of hurts. Today, so New Jersey is 3-0-2 in their last 5 games at home versus Dallas. 3 out of the 5 went to overtime. And these teams also have very similar records like Buffalo and Ottawa. So Dallas is 6-4 in their last 10. New Jersey 5-5. Both teams, 6 games went over 6, 4 went under, and both teams went to overtime 2 out of 10 times. So these teams are identical type records again. I could definitely see overtime in this game. Between these two teams, I could definitely see overtime. I'm going New Jersey, plus 120 on the money line. This New Jersey team, they can be pretty good. Yes, Dallas has won 3 on the road, but they played last night, and I think this is a good spot for Devils to come out and get the win here. So I'll be on Devils plus 120, and I'll also be on some other player props, which I will give out on Terry and Friends later.
I'll do your shout out in a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'll give out my props later. It's just the props don't get posted till the morning time. And then there's not enough time because I stay up late to do my capping. So there's not enough time for me to get up in the morning and do all my player props before coming on here. Mm-hmm. But my main picks I'm giving out on here, and then props will be posted later.
Sounds good. Head back to the chat for just a second. Caps aren't mediocre. They're in a slump. Every time AJ's bets the Caps, they lose. Devils money line.
Oh, we agree, Nick. Oh, my God. Yay.
Oh, hey, hold on. You're actually taking a dog. So, yeah, you guys are going to agree. They are mediocre right now. They were good until a month ago, and they've gone flat. When they want to play good, they play good. Fair enough. Under 5.5 in the Stars game.
That's tough. I would maybe lean with it, but Stars playing last night, and it will be Holtby and net. Both these teams are trending over right now, but they trended under in their previous matchups in New Jersey, so I can see it going either way.
That's fair. Canes win 3-2. He talking to about Dallas barely beat Detroit, Philly, and Buffalo. Sounds like a good cast of teams though, especially Buffalo.
They barely beat, but they did beat.
Barely beat. Bruins aren't mediocre. Just let Tuca play. Over 5.5 in the Suns game. So arguments in the chat. Let's get it. Behedemy is laughing at us. I know Stars are not good on the road on a back-to-back, but still I think Stars pull it out. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, though. Eyes. Hornets money line, Dallas money line.
I like it.
Any college today? Yes. They're up on the site. There's even we did a free pick video on the Baylor Kansas State game. So that game is up on our ESB. Also, if you're interested, I'll mention the packages and stuff later. But we'll keep on rolling through the games. The Arizona Coyotes are taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. This one should be a pretty close game, only a minus 475 for the Penguins. Total of 6. Where are you looking in this one?
Well, I can see here this is one game Nick and I are going against each other. He's on Arizona over 1.5 team total minus 155. I'm on the under 1.5 plus 140. And why I did that? So Pittsburgh's won 6 games in a row at home versus Arizona. In the last 5 games, Arizona has 1 goal. They've been shut out 4 out of the last 5 times they've gone to Pittsburgh. And in the one game they did score, they scored 1 goal. So this has not been a good building for Arizona to come and score in. This Arizona team is a lot worse now than they have been in a while. This Pittsburgh team is hot. Jari is playing amazing. Arizona team total under 1.5. I actually really like that, especially at plus 140. And I see Nick's on the over 6 full game as well. I would be on the under 6. I don't see a lot of goals here. If we are going to get goals, it's going to be from Pittsburgh. I could see a 4-1 win here, or maybe even 4-0. If somebody wanted to take the shutout prop for Jari, I would not talk you off it. Coyotes have not been able to score in Pittsburgh. Getting shut out 4 out of 5 games is not very good. So I'll be going with Pittsburgh. That's the only way I can find is going the Arizona team total under 1.5.
That's fair. I will say Arizona Pittsburgh over 6 is one of the plays that Nick put up on the site. Ooh. So that's one he actually really likes. And yeah, he took the team total over 1.5 and guaranteed he's going to come in the chat and say, yeah, he does that like he does in baseball when they give him a team total over 2.5. It's kind of a take. Also, I'll throw out the draw in this game is plus 500. 3-3 draw going into overtime. I don't mind that.
No.
It's a joke. Those would be the games that I would pick draws for, because at plus 500, we've seen big spread games like this go to overtime, like Colorado and Arizona, Colorado and Montreal, and we've seen a couple of these really, really widespread games go to overtime. So my thought would be, why not? It's only it's plus 500. Why not throw a little bit of a shot at it? But I know that you say that.
Well, because I do like a low scoring game.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be 0-0 going overtime.
Oh no, not at all.
Maybe 1-1, but I see Pittsburgh
3-3.
Vegmelka. I like that one comment in the chat there for AJ. Vegmelka would have to stand on his head.
Vegmelka for Vezina. We've said this. Vegmelka for Vezina.
We'll see.
I know I'm busting. I'm not the mind for hockey. I just like throwing crap out and seeing how people react to it. I'm one of the bettors where I'll look at numbers and I'll be like, Coyotes in regulation is plus 500, or I'm not actually betting this stuff. I very rarely bet hockey. So Avs versus Bruins will be fire. Don't think they play today. Stay away game. Yotes on the money line. Joking right now. Team total over in 6. You could see a 5-2, 6-2 Pens win. I could see that too. 4-1 Pens. I hope not. Tim, that's you high? Not right now. No, I'm never high. Vegmelka for Vezina. There you go. All right, we'll go ahead and head to Nick's favorite team. The Philadelphia Flyers are playing the Islanders for like the 20th time in the last week. Islanders are minus 250 favorites, total of 5.5. I believe the Islanders have won the first 2 games, or the last 2 games that they played, but both of them with that in the last week. Where are you looking in this game?
I am taking Flyers team total under 1.5, as well as I did for the Arizona, which is plus 160. For Flyers team total under 1.5. Let me see here. Philadelphia has scored 2 or less in 9 of their last 12 games. So they have not scored a lot of goals. I know Nick likes the over there. If anything, I'd be on the under 5.5. Islanders are extremely an under team. So they are 30th in goals for at 2.24 goals a game, but they're first in home goals against at 2.24 goals a game. Philadelphia is dead last on the road in scoring at 2.05. So if you look at what these teams are scoring on average, that would be 4.29 goals. They're not scoring a lot of goals. It will be Martin Jones, most likely. I don't have any goalie confirmations up here, but
I think Nick said with Martin Jones for Philly.
Yeah. Carter Hart played last night, so 99% it will be Jones. So I can see the Islanders getting a couple here, but I could totally see a 3-0, 4-0 win. As Dre said in the chat, 3-1 Islanders. I could definitely see something like that. I don't see Philly scoring a lot. They are 9-3 in their last 12. So they haven't won in 12 games. I know some people have been saying that they're a desperate team and stuff, but they haven't won in 12 games. So when exactly are they going to play desperate hockey and try to win? For me, it looks like this team is like, okay, we lost. Let's pack it in. They have a horrible coach, Mike Keogh. He coached Minnesota. He's not a very good coach. And this is around the time that his teams would go on our long losing streak in January. So that's just the coach he is. He has these long losing streaks in January for some reason. So I have no interest in backing the Flyers. Islanders have great goaltending. If I jump on the under 5.5, and what my unit size will be for the Philly game determines if Sorokin's in net. If you give me Sorokin in net, I really, really like the under 5.5 and definitely the Flyers team total. Right now there is no goalies confirmed. That's weird. They showed.
I'll look on DK, see if anything's confirmed on there. Because sometimes they'll have confirmations on certain things.
My usual site has the wrong games up for some reason. No, I don't see anything confirmed here. But Sorokin is projected.
Yeah, nothing. Sorokin's projected, and Martin Jones is projected, so we'll see.
Yeah. Next comment, Philly lost 12 straight, including 2 straight at the Isles. Plus 200, they may be a look, not betting it. Yeah, I would not advise betting it. I know people were on Philly last night, and
I think Nick was one of the people on Philly last night.
Yeah. I don't know. If somebody wants to back them and try to get that is good plus money. But Flyers haven't shown me anything that shows me they want to win. And this Islanders team is 6-2 in their last 8. They are coming off a loss to Toronto. Also, 8 out of Philly's last 12 have gone under, and 7 of Islanders' last 8 have gone under. So these two teams are both heavily trending under. So Philly team total under 1.5, and possibly the under 5.5 this game.
Nick likes the over 5.5. May add Isles team total over 3.5 as well. He likes a 4-2 Islanders game. Something that is a little bit worrying. Isles do have an odds boost today on DK. Normally, the odds boost is not a good sign. Islanders for the cup. I mean, if they sneak into the playoffs, you never know.
They won't.
Flyers won't win until the Red Wings, and they play the Red Wings in February. That's fair. Let's keep on rolling. We get the Panthers in Winnipeg taking on the Jets. Panthers are on a -165 favorite. Total is 6.5. Where are you looking in this game?
Panthers race to 3. That's not. It's not a race to 4. It's just a race to 3. -125. That they get to 3 goals before the Jets. The Jets have lost 4 in a row. They are 1-3-2 in their last 6 games. Florida, on the other hand, 10-2-1 in their last 13, 10-1-2 to the over. So they are really going over. They do score a little bit less on the road, but they have been winning their last. They've been doing well their last few games on the road. This Jets team just isn't playing very well, and Florida -165. Obviously, you can't take that. So I like the Florida race to 3. I just need them to get to the 3 goals first. And yeah, they've been doing it well.
I will say one of Nick's plays today up on the site is Winnipeg plus 150.
Yeah, he says there in the chat, looking to continue to fade Florida on the road. I don't have the exact numbers up here, but I believe in their last 5-6 games on the road, they're above 500 on the road. So, and Winnipeg 1-3-2 in their last 6. So I don't have interest in betting them.
That's fair. We'll just keep on rolling through the games. Predators are in Seattle to take on the Kraken. 175 road favorites are in Nashville. A total of 5.5. Are we releasing the Kraken in this game? I know you love betting the Kraken.
No releasing the Kraken here. So this, like yesterday, Ontarian friends, I'll plug the show. I said to bet Rangers power play props because Rangers have a huge power play advantage, a huge special teams advantage over LA. These final 2 games, we have that same situation again tonight. Nashville is 3rd on power play on the road at 27.4%. Seattle is 22nd at home on the penalty kill at 78.5%, but they're 31st in goals against at home, 3.63. So I see if the Zebras keep their whistles out and actually use them when they're supposed to. What?
Don't blame it on the Zebras.
Well, no. Look at the Dallas game. Look at the Dallas and Philly game, and look what Turnsey
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, of course. But look what Turnsey said in the chat. He's like, "Oh, this miscall, and the Zebras just didn't blow their whistles in that game. I don't think there was one penalty either side the whole game. So if the Zebras are good in this game, they blow their whistles when they're supposed to. Nashville is going to get a 2 to 3 power plays, and they are going to score on one of them at least. So I will definitely be taking some Nashville power play props. Roman Josi is definitely, let's see what he is here, plus 155 for our power play point. Johansson plus 205, Mikael Granlund plus 250, Forsberg plus 225, and Duchesne plus 185. So that is their top power play unit, those 5. I'm not going to be on all of them like I was the Rangers, but I'm going to be on 3 of them at least. It probably will be smarter for me to take all 5, just because if I take 3, the 2 that I don't take will score. So I'll probably do it.
You can't bet 1 or 2 of them and not bet the others.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll do a quarter unit on all 5 like I did with the Rangers yesterday, because I definitely see some power play goals in this game. And did I put in a pick for this game on the scroller here?
That's a good question.
Did I have a Nashville race? Oh, I didn't have anything.
Team total.
No, I didn't have
anything. Money line, Dallas, draw. Oh, that's the next game. No, it's not.
No, that's an earlier game. So, yeah, I don't actually have anything in the scroller here for this game. What I will be betting is Nashville in regulation at minus 105. So I'll be taking that. And power play props.
I don't mind them. Which is better? Panthers race to 2, Hurricanes race to 3. Hurricanes for me or for Nick.
Well, Panthers race to 2. That's not very many goals to ask for. But if Winnipeg does come out strong, Hurricanes race to 3, I'd probably go with that just because Vegas played last night. But then again, because Vegas played last night, they might come out strong in the first period. Teams that play last night tend to come out really good in the first period. Mm-hmm. So you need to rely on Carolina's goaltending. So I like both of those bets. I wouldn't talk you off either of them.
I got Islanders win in reg minus 110 earlier. Now it's minus 150. I just worry about beating the same team 3 times in a row in a short period of time. Flyers are horrible, though.
Yeah, I can understand why you'd be a little worried facing each other again for the 3rd time. But this Flyers team is – they're not – I don't want to say they're not trying because I don't know that. And I don't want to just say that. But from what I see, they're not trying very hard. Like they don't seem like desperate for a win, because they're not playing well. They're not scoring goals. They're not winning. So this Islanders team is winning, and they have very good goaltending. So regulation is a little tough, but I can definitely see it.
That's fair. Kraken over 5.5, and Kraken over. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
Most of those goals are going to come
Predators,
from Nashville.
as long as Predators win and score, I'll be happy.
There you go. Oilers are against the Knuckleheads in the final game. Oilers are minus 135. Favorite total is 6.5. Final game of the night, Terry. Where are you looking for this one?
Well, this is a huge power play advantage. So the Oilers have the number one road power play, 32.6%. And Vancouver has the dead last penalty kill at 64.8%. That is really, really bad. So they're only stopping 65% of their penalty kills. However, what's interesting is they are actually third goals against at home for Vancouver, but they're 32nd in penalty kill. So they're great 5-on-5 at home, but their penalty kill is absolutely horrible. And we know this Oilers team on the power play is scary. So this is a huge advantage here for Edmonton. I know Edmonton's not playing very well. They did get a win in their last game, finally. I just want to see what power play points is. Wow, Connor McDavid is plus 100 to get a power play point.
Wow.
That's going to be a huge bet for me. Draisaitl minus 110. So but come on, McDavid plus 100 for a power play point. That is absolutely insane. I absolutely love that.
You don't think that could be a trap?
The only way it
loses, money on that.
The only way it loses is if the Zebras don't call a power play. If Edmonton gets 2 power plays, McDavid will get a point on one of them, guaranteed.
So you're saying it either wins or you blame it on the refs?
Well, if the refs don't blow the whistle, then they can't get the power play. Now, if Vancouver doesn't commit any penalties, and if they're absolutely the nicest guys ever and giving hugs to their opponents, and then I guess I can't really blame them on the refs.
Boy. I saw, hey, opponent, you just scored a goal. Come on, bring it in. That was a nice shot.
If they do that, then I can't really bitch at the refs. But if the refs keep their whistles away and cost me this bet, then because Connor McDavid at plus 100 to get a power play point, that's probably going to be a scary big bet for me. So,
okay, I'm not going to talk you off of it. I was going to take Oilers, but Nucks, if you buck, could pull an upset. Stay away. And then Nucks team total over 2.5, baiting
Koskinen.
Here.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. Vancouver, I just don't know who all is going to be back or not. That sucks. A lot of the books don't. What you could do is look at the player props that you can get. So whatever McDavid would be, but I'm guessing the odds probably wouldn't be that good.
Yeah, probably not. I was also going to take the Oilers, but I don't know if the Oilers are really back to their normal selves after a win over the Flames. I'm staying away. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't really have a good opinion on the side. I kind of think that Vancouver's going to win, but I don't know. I want to see who's all back from the COVID list for them. And then, Edmonton has had very good success against Vancouver. They're 5-1 in their last 6 in Vancouver, and they've already defeated Vancouver twice this year. So Edmonton has not been a good team for Vancouver to face. So I would lean Edmonton here.
That's fair. Oilers did not pass the 1-800 Lex test. That's fair. Toledo under, Dayton under. Dayton over, sorry. Let's see. Are any of these in our plays for today? No, none of them are in our top plays for today. Let's see. Toledo and Dayton. Oh, Dayton we have at a 128. So it'd be a 1.5 point lead towards the under. Obviously didn't bet it. And if you like it, we're not going to talk you off of it. Toledo versus Buffalo was almost a play for us. And we like the under in that game. But we like the under in that game. But that line kind of dropped, so it wouldn't be as good a value anymore. But it would still be of value. But that one did not make our top 10 plays. So, but that is the complete NBA and NHL slate for today. Made it in an hour. Good work. But before we jump into a recap and housekeeping and stuff, we'll go ahead and roll the bumper so you guys know what's going on at EarleSportsBets.com.
Hey guys, EarleSportsBets.com has finally launched, and to show our appreciation for you, click on the link below or go to EarleSportsBets.com/promo to get the 7-day package for only $49. That's $120 in savings. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, there you go. There's our I roll the bumper, and every single time I do, she always looks at me and smiles. So that's kind of nice. She's sitting right there, so she stared right at me as I said that because she knows her thing was playing. So we will have to do a new one soon to add a couple things and stuff like that. But hey, there we go. EarleSportsBets.com. The link's in the description. Go ahead, check that out. Even if you're not buying anything on EarleSportsBets.com, go check out the leaderboards. Or even if you don't want us, I should say, all the picks and parlays cappers are all on there. So if you guys want to support us, but also want to grab some other cappers plays, you can go ahead and pick all of them up on EarleSportsBets.com as well. But a little bit of housekeeping. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, and the EarleSportsBets.com website is all linked in the description below. What I'm going to do next is I'm copying a link and throwing it in the chat. If you guys have not subscribed to Mr. Terry Edelman's YouTube channel, go ahead, check it out. I just put the link in chat. It's Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. He's currently sitting at 84 subscribers. Get him to 100 by the end of the month, guys. There's currently 32 people in this chat. I expect at least 90 subscribers by the end of the stream. So go. We'll wait.
I'll just wait. We're waiting.
All right, they should be back by now. I'm just busting on him. But go check him out. He'll be live at 5 o'clock today. Break down the NHL slate with a couple other people. I know Nick will be involved in that.
No.
Maybe. No, he will not. That's right.
He just messaged me that he's going to be driving at the time, so.
Yeah. But, yes, wild show. But, yeah, make sure you check him out at 5 o'clock. And then other people part of the Picks and Parleys and Earle Sports Bets community, Craig does his show. He did it earlier at 10:30-ish, but that's up on the Picks and Parleys site. Check him out. We're live now. Higgs should be live in about 7 minutes with Midday Money. Very, very important. 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Last Woody standing begins for this week. Go ahead, check him out. Go ahead, check Allie out. Put your best bet link, best bet in her chat, -150 or better. Do not put a -160, 170, 180. Do not do that. She'll erase you off the board. Just have your lines in there. Make it easy because there's going to be 100+ people putting their picks and stuff up on the board. And the easier it is for her, the easier it is for you guys. Keep in mind, your guys are trying to win the money, not her. She couldn't care. So put your best bet in her chat, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Do that. Game time decision today at 6 o'clock. And then there should be some free pick stuff coming up later on today as well. So make sure you guys check out all of that, whether it's Terry, me and Nick or ESB, Sean Higgs at Winning Free Picks, or the entire Picks and Parleys family. Check them all out. Lots and lots of content. Brian Gillian just subscribed. Nicholas Earle, I guess a different YouTube channel, just subscribed to you. So you're now sitting at 86. Don't piss off Allie. Yeah, don't you dare piss off Allie. That is my job. My job to piss off Allie, not yours. But anyways, a little bit of a recap for today in the NBA. I'm on the Detroit Pistons +7 versus the Nuggets, the over in the Laker game, the over in the Sacramento Kings game, the over in the Toronto game, and the Dallas Mavericks +3.5. Nick is on the UGG Sabres money line, the Devils money line, Carolina over, Hurricanes team total over, Pittsburgh, Arizona over the 6, Coyotes team total over 1.5, Islanders over, Jets money line, Nashville over, and the Canucks team total over. Also in the NBA, Nick is on the Clippers +5 and the money line, Nets +2 in the money line, Rockets +5 in the money line, and the Blazers +3 and the money line. And our disagree NBA game of the day is the Warriors. Nick is 5-0 in his last 5 disagreement games against me in the NBA. He's on the Warriors. I'm on the Mavs. Terry, what are you running for today?
So I'll start with basketball. Charlotte +3.5. Charlotte, Toronto team total, Charlotte, Toronto over 222.5. Dallas +3. Minnesota money line. For hockey, Arizona team total under 1.5. Buffalo money line. Dallas, New Jersey draw, which I forgot to mention earlier actually. New Jersey money line. Carolina race to 3 goals. Philadelphia team total under 1.5. Florida race to 3 goals. Nashville in regulation, and then I gave out those 5 power play props. But for the rest of my props and more detail on unit size, check out Terry and Friends later on today at 5 p.m. Eastern, and I'll have my full card available then.
There we go. Let's do it. Let's make some money today. That's going to wrap it up for today. Whether or not you guys are betting in the NHL, NBA, college basketball, Russian table tennis, you got soccer today, I believe. There's always a bunch of weird sports going on. Tennis. What else do we got for today? I'm pretty sure there's some cricket that Lenny will be betting on. Whatever you guys are betting today, good luck. Let's make some money. Let's beat the books. And until next time, we'll see you later. See you tomorrow.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Good luck, guys.